Hi everyone, welcome back. So today I wanted to review a new Charlotte Tilbury foundation. Now this is not a first impression. I've been using this foundation. I absolutely love the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter Hollywood Glow product, and I was super excited when I heard a new foundation was coming out. It's called the Airbrush Flawless Foundation. I believe it comes in 44 different shades. They have a ton of different shades, a really good shade selection to choose from. I picked the color 4 Neutral, and I think that this is like my color. I'm a little bit tanner right now, but I do think that this is going to be my perfect shade. Now, this is a really, really beautiful bottle, and I mean, I just love the packaging of Charlotte Tilbury products. It's all very like, almost gives me like some throwback, like retro vibes. So I love this. It says it is stays all day and all night foundation. I just want to read a little bit about it. So it says, a flawless is a feeling. Charlotte's new innovative foundation is a secret, flawless, poreless looking, confident complexion, stay all day, weightless, full coverage formula with a natural matte finish. This hybrid magic skincare foundation for every occasion, because it contains Charlotte's magic matrix of ingredients. It has a groundbreaking magic replexum to significantly reduce the appearance of wrinkles by up to 22% in 8 weeks. It has an ingredient moss cell tech to boost hydration, and you're supposed to have instant fresh skin. So 44 shades, you can find your perfect match, and there's a lot of claims with this foundation. Okay, I really, really wanted to love this, but I do not love it. And I'm such a huge fan of Charlotte Tilbury products, so I have an entire video on my favorites. I have 1,000 favorites. The shade that I have, like I again said, I got number 4, but I think I could go stand to get number 5. It retails for $44 and 1 fluid ounce of product, which is very standard for foundations. Now, let me tell you, I feel like this is not very weightless at all. I really feel like it dries like tacky on my face. I feel like it's heavy. I feel like it's very, very dewy, and it slips and slides and never really sets down for me. And I just feel at the end of the day, it's just like I said, just really constantly tacky or sort of sticky. And if it like moved up against something, like you would almost get like the cream part of your foundation like smudging and moving off. Even when if I've set it with powder, I just had real troubles. Now the coverage is excellent. I've used a little amount, and I've used, you know, 2 layers of it, and just to sort of see how I felt like the less the better as far as for me, but the longevity, just no, it just does not last how I wanted it to. And my face just constantly looked heavy, like foundation-y, and it kind of broke up all around my nose. By the end of the day, it just looked like I had been sweating like foundation, and yeah, so I didn't love it. I did want to say though, I have normal to dry skin. If you have super duper dry skin, maybe, but I don't find that this looks matte at all. It almost looks like this radiant dew. So I'm so disappointed, because I hate to give this like a negative review, but we are going to do a demo so that you can see how it applies. I will show it to you wearing additional products, but like I said, this isn't a first impression. This wears kind of crazy for me throughout the day. Maybe I'll try later today to do some check-ins, but I'm going to be doing some walking and going to the gym, so you'll really get to see how this foundation holds up. And I don't typically wear foundation to the gym. That's not how I'm going to gauge my foundations. I have worn foundations to the gym, and some hold up just fine. So, but I'm not going to, I don't put foundations through hard workout just to see if they'll tolerate it, because I typically don't wear makeup. But if I am testing a foundation, I will tell you how it goes throughout my normal day. So anyways, let's go ahead. I've been using this, applying this with a beauty blender. I find that's better application, because it is almost like a thicker formula in my opinion, where if I put it on with a brush, I notice brush strokes. So I've been using a beauty blender, so we're gonna go ahead and apply it One pump really does a great job. I think less is more when it comes to this foundation. Okay, so I put a little pump on the back of my hand. It's very, like, as you can see, it's not like super dripping. It will drip with gravity, but it's just very, it's very sort of thick. I'm much tanner than this foundation right now, but I just self-tan, so I'm gonna have to warm up my skin with other products. But let me just finish putting it on. You can see it really does spread out. Like, that was barely dipping into it, still have a ton of foundation left. Like, it is super duper full coverage, so I will give it that. And so if you're like a full coverage girl, you're really going to appreciate this foundation. I just found that it just didn't wear very well on my skin. One day that I wore it, when I did a really light layer like I'm doing today, I actually didn't mind the foundation. I didn't find that it looked bad, but the second time that I wore it, it was really, really greasy. So like by the end of the day, it kind of broke a lot up around my nose, around my mouth. So then I was like, well, maybe I just had a hard day. So the next day I tried really setting it with powder. And again, I didn't find that it was holding up on my skin and looking like fresh. It just kind of felt heavy. It just still feels like tacky to me. It's not setting down, and kind of accentuates my pores, and it claims to be, you know, poreless. So this is one layer, and like I said, I really do feel like one layer gives you a lot of coverage. So I'm gonna go in and do my concealer, and then we'll come back and I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury products for the rest of my face, and we're gonna come back and finish the rest of my face, and then I will just show you what it looks like. I love so many Charlotte Tilbury foundations and products, so this was just kind of a little bit of a miss for me and my particular skin, but there might be a perfect skin type that this is for, so that's why I wanted to go ahead and get the review out. So let me put on my concealer and we'll be right back. Okay, let's go ahead and put on my bronzer. So I'm using this as the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow. I'm gonna use this for my bronzer and highlighter today. So you can just sort of see like how products, like I know this bronzer really, really well, and even like right here, I just feel like products are a little bit patchy on top of it. I don't know. Maybe it starts out like the thinner the layer, the better chances you have at it not feeling sticky on your face. But the second that I go out in the heat, oh my goodness, it's like crazy sticky foundation, and it just slides right off of my face. And also, and like I said, I have pretty normal to dry skin. But then at the end of like maybe like 4 hours in, it's just like a grease pot, like right there. Now I've tried this, like I primed my face. I just wanted to show you. I did prime my face today using the Too Faced Hangover Good and Bad Hydrating Serum, and I just used regular moisturizer. I usually use the Charlotte Tilbury primer, the Hollywood Glow one. I love that, but it just, I didn't want any more glow with this foundation that I feel like sort of slips off my face. So right now it does look like it has more of a matte coverage, but like I said, within hours I feel like it's just like dewy and sort of sliding around. But we'll see how this next time works. I'm kind of going heavy on my bronzer because this foundation shade, since I have been out in the sun on my walks and stuff, like you guys look at this tan line, it's insane. I wonder if you can you guys see that tan line from my watch? That's not like self tanner, that's straight up real outside sun. Like, and I have sunscreen on. I wore sunscreen, so it has nothing to do with that. Go in with the Charlotte Tilbury blush in the Climax. I love this. It's like almost like this bronzy with a peach pop in this center. I really like this one for the summertime. I just feel like, and I know we're coming into fall, but it's just like such a pretty sort of bronze and with a mix of peachiness, and I just feel like it looks really good for this time of year. Okay, let's go in with a highlight, and I'm going to use the one from the Film Star palette. This is just like a really nice sort of subtle highlight glow. Okay, so this is how the foundation looks on the skin with just some skin products on top. I'm gonna go finish up my eyes, and then we're gonna come back. I will do a check-in so you guys can sort of see how the foundation is wearing. I have a few other things to do, so I will finish up the rest of my makeup, and we'll be back in probably another hour so you can see how it's wearing. I just want you to like know, you know, all of my, because I always toy between whether I should be doing first impression videos or, you know, videos where I've been trying it for a week or so and let you guys know how I like it. So you guys will have to let me know what you think, because honestly, if I would have gone by my first impression on this foundation, the first time I wore it, I really, really liked it. And I wore it like this, just a very, very thin layer, and I didn't wear it for more than probably 7 hours, and I found it stayed okay that day, but it was very dewy by the end of the day, and there were patches like right around my nose that I felt like my pores, you could really sort of see those, but I didn't hate it. The second time I wore it, I was like, no, this is so bad, I don't like the way this looks on my skin. And the third time I tried it, actually it was like kind of in between those. I felt like it didn't really last again. It's just not lasting. Now, I live in Texas. It's really, really hot here, and I do a lot of working out. So I'm walking all the time. I'm going to the gym. So my lifestyle really needs a foundation that's sort of going to stick in the heat, and maybe that's just not what this is. So we'll see. Today I am going to be going to the gym, so you'll really see the full activeness of this foundation. However, if I were just sitting around and like, you know, running errands and whatnot, maybe the foundation would hold up better like it did on the day that I had really good luck with it. So we'll see. Anyways, I'm gonna go finish up the rest of my face, and then we can check in and see. It'll probably be about an hour that I'll be wearing the foundation by then. Okay, so we are back, and I've had the foundation on about an hour. There is a little bit of shininess right here, but so far I don't think it has worn away any spots on my skin. It still looks like it's there, and I kind of went really heavy with my blush right here. I got pretty excited. It still looks okay on the skin. Like I said, a little bit of dewiness right here, but on my nose, so far so good. But we will do another check-in later. And like I said, it's not that I really had high hopes for this foundation that it would last longer on my skin and sort of keep that matte look promised for longer. But I just didn't have the consistency with the foundation that I've wanted. So we're going to see again how it works out today, and you guys will all see. But, you know, my past several times, I don't know if I can 100% recommend this foundation. Maybe if you have extremely, extremely dry skin, you will really appreciate it. It does have a lot of benefits in it if you do have more mature skin, which tends to be drier. This has a lot of those benefits for, you know, anti-aging type ingredients included in the foundation formula. So that's definitely a plus. On the rest of my face, I have like a Jouer rose gold sort of eyeshadow, and then MAC Uninterrupted in my crease, and this is Fenty Beauty, what's the Fussy Lip Gloss. So that is what is on the rest of my face. So we'll just go ahead and check in a few more hours to see how this looks. Okay, I'm wearing different clothes, workout clothes. Haven't gone to work out yet, but I have been wearing this foundation about 4 or 5 hours now. It actually is doing surprisingly well today. Now, I haven't really been outside, but I have been just like doing things around the house, a few errands and stuff. There's still this like shininess, this dew like on my forehead. Definitely can live with that. I think it actually has held up pretty well, all the other products on it. So far so good, honestly, today. But like I said, I've had several different experiences with it. So I am going to put this through a workout and just see how it is the rest of the time. Now, I haven't been doing anything really rough today, and I really haven't been touching my face as much. And so I've been very conscious of like how this has worn on me in the past. And so I think I'm, I don't know, I haven't done as much as I typically have in the last times that I've worn it, where I noticed the wear and tear a little bit more. But yeah, I think it's still looking pretty decent. So I'll check in again one last time after my workout tonight. That will probably be about 8 hours of wear. So we will get a full wide range of what it looks like in a day. Also with, just what I've told you about how it's worn. So hopefully we'll find this helpful in the end to see how it wears. Again, I just don't think this is going to be a foundation that I'm going to reach for to use on its own. I think I will mix this foundation, maybe like a half a pump, with another more sort of matte foundation that I feel like, or even like a foundation, because I feel like my issue with it is that I feel that it gets too dewy for me too quickly, and it sort of wears off too much. So I might just mix it with something, because the coverage is great, so I don't have any problems with the coverage. Or maybe I'll just try with a matte primer, or like more like pore filling primer to wear it. But I just don't think I would grab this as a standalone foundation. So those are my thoughts on it. But let's wait to see later how it holds up through a workout, and I'll see you guys back here later. Okay, final check-in. So this is the end of the day. This was a workout. It's still... Okay, so this is what happens. On my nose, it's like speckled and broken up, and you can see like patches of the foundation. Same with on my chin. It looks extremely foundation-y right here, and my pores are showing right here. So this is like what I was talking about. I did not do a super hard workout at the gym, and yet broke up here, pores right here. So I just don't like the way it looks. I would say like 6 or 7 hours in, even 5 hours, it's like I could see my pores a little bit. Just doesn't sit on my face the way that some other foundations do. So I don't know. Like I said in the middle of the video, I'm probably going to use this foundation as a mixing foundation instead of just a standalone foundation. So take that for what you will, but that is my review on the new Charlotte Tilbury foundation. So if you are interested in it, you think it might work for your skin, I'm going to leave a link down below. If you have extra dry skin and maybe your skin will just completely soak this up, it does have, like I said, have those benefits in it. A wide color selection, so there are several pros to the foundation. It just doesn't have the longevity that some other foundations have in my collection. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe before you leave, and I will see you all in the next video. Mwah.